What is up, earthnoids and spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and we had a fun week catching up with some Gundam AUs, but we are back to covering Universal Century. Last time in our adventures through UC 0088, the Argama met up with Levi and Rose. Judo fooled around with the Zaku, and during this time, Lena was captured by Axis. Glimmy Toto does a cats and makes a fool of himself. We also learned more about Kara Soon, aka Space Cindy Lauper, and how she gets very aroused while in a mobile suit. In this video, the Argama crew will head to the forgotten colony of Moon Moon. They will meet a tribe of people who have given up technology, and we will see two sisters with two opposing views on how to proselytize their religion. So let's get into this. Back on the Levi and Rose. Oh no, Emery bumps into Bright. Whoops, silly her. It is clear that she has a thing for Bright. Also, I'm pretty sure Emery's name should be translated to Emily, but one person probably translated it wrong, and we are all just going along with it. I'm not confident enough, though, to change it to Emily like I did with Agnes in the Astray series, so do with that what you will. The Argama and Levi and Rose are heading into an asteroid field. Eno spots an asteroid that is a dummy, but it isn't a balloon dummy, as it has too much mass. It appears to be a colony within a shoal zone. The Argama suddenly receives communication from the colony. They call themselves the Light Tribe of Moon Moon. They say the Argama can come to the colony, but Levi and Rose must stay behind. Moon Moon is an open-style space colony that we really only ever see again in Sweetwater Colony in Char's counterattack. The members of the Light Tribe come barging in the hangar with their Tritons? Yep, that's Tritons. They tell the Argama crew that their giants are dangerous. Of course, they are referring to their mobile suits. They want to destroy them, but Judo suggests that they take it apart and make it seem like it is destroyed. The tribe agrees to this. Luckily, they don't know that Double Z can function as a core fighter when taken apart. The crew all play along and pretend like they can never fix the mobile suits, and all is lost. They allow Bright and the team to go and meet with their prophet. While this is happening, a group of random people meet and punch Judo in the stomach and kidnap him. They enter the colony to see most of it has been taken over by nature. Meanwhile, Kara and Gotten, along with Bicha and Mondo, are also there. Gotten reminds Kara that they are simply stalling here until Glimmy comes with a new ship. Bicha and Mondo escort her as she walks through the colony. Judo is taken captive in the colony when they run into Kara. The people who captures Judo also captures Kara. The tribe leaders want the Argama crew to join the Light Tribe in order to resupply the ship. Bright realizes that the tribe wants the ship for some reason. They say they could use this ship to travel and spread the gospel everywhere. Oh no, they're becoming space Mormons. Tribesmen come in and tells one of the leaders that Kara has been taken by the rebels. It seems the rebels believe one of these two ships contain their messiah. The rebels are explaining to Judo and Kara that the tribe leaders want to use the ship to spread the word of their religion. But the religion is built on the idea of returning to nature, and thus boarding a spaceship would make them hypocrites. Back on the Indra, Gotten wants to use Lena as bait because he thinks they are using Kara as leverage to sell the Indra to the AU. They tie Lena to a Gaza, which Zeon was Trojan horsing, so the Light Tribe didn't know they had mobile suits. The Gazas enter the colony, which is what the Light Tribe was trying to prevent. Bicha thinks Gotten is going too far and tries to help. Lena screams out for her brother. Bicha gets into Kara's Jar Jar and tries to help Lena. He isn't doing a good job. Judo notices Lena on the Gazas. The tribesmen bow down to Lord Cattle, the local god. According to Star Trek rules, they just broke the Prime Directive, and now they think mobile suits are their god. This whole time, Mondo was tailing and spying on Judo. Kara will help Judo get her sister back. They head out on a truck. Kara chucks a Triton at the Gaza and gets his attention. She takes his Gaza and tells him to go back to the ship. Judo reminds her that she said she would save his sister, but she is in the mobile suit now, so she is turned on and getting distracted. Since they haven't heard from the captain, Rue launches in the core fighter. Elle and Eno join. She goes and distracts Kara's Gaza. Judo is able to get Rue's attention so he can meet up with her. As she retreats from Kara, Bicha in the Jar Jar comes in and falls in front of her. Bicha gets out and Kara resumes piloting the Jar Jar herself. Rue and Judo switch places. He meets up with Eno and Elle to form the Double Zeta. Judo begins fighting Kara. It seems she forgot about saving Lena. He takes his beam saber and stabs the Jar Jar in the back. He tells her to eject, but she doesn't listen. He then tells her to eject using psychic new type powers, and that gets her attention, and she bails right before the mobile suit is destroyed. The tribe's people see Judo as their messiah. One of the rebels that took Kara and Judo originally was Rosara Moon. They meet the prophet, who happens to be her twin sister, Sarasa Moon. They initially think it is the same person. Sarasa Moon wants Judo to help spread their teachings throughout the universe. Rosara Moon warned him about this and how it turns them into hypocrites. Convinced she is Rosara, Judo tells her to snap out of it and gives her a good old bright slap. She slaps him back and says he is no messiah. It's at that moment that they realize their military training is far superior than their Triton skills. Oh snap, Rue even has a gun. Yeah, there's no threat here. The team runs away, but Emery and Bright get left behind and caught by the tribe. Rue and Kara are captured as well. Emery wants Bright to protect her. The kids stop and have a conversation. Hey, guys, I think you're being chased right now. See? As they run away, they stumble onto Rosara and Mondo. She tells them that even if the Light Tribe were to acquire their ship, they wouldn't be able to convince two warring nations about their ways. Bright, Emery, Rue, and Kara are being transported to the dungeons. Gotten and Beecha are negotiating with the Light Tribe once again. They want to help them. In exchange, they will be given the colony. Bright, Kara, and Emery head back to the Argama, while the rest head towards Double Zeta, except for Mondo and Rosara, who plan on fixing cattle. Named and designed after their god, this was a mobile worker that they used before the people of Moon Moon renounced technology. This was built before the 1 Year War and was designed for construction within colonies mainly. Although not made for war, it has a cannon of some sort on its arm. Even though this thing is a beast, it didn't have legs and rather hovers. Rosara wants to use it to prove her sister wrong. Outside of the colony, Glimmy in the new Indra-class ship, the Mindra, is looking for the Argama and Indra. They locate a signal to a first-generation colony. Glimmy goes in and investigates. Judo and the team go and find Double Zeta, but Beecha is also trying to get into the Gundam. Damn son, real talk, Judo isn't playing around anymore. Judo gets into the Gundam. Gotten heads back to the ship so he could launch Gazas. Meanwhile, the tribe's people are freaking out because gods are fighting in their colony. Mondo does the cliche where he can't get anything to work, but then he suddenly hits it and it starts working. Its mono-eye sensor lights up and it begins moving. They need to show it to Rasa's sister. Glimmy heads to the colony using the Bawu. The AMX 107 Bawu is another Project Zeta mobile suit and can split into two parts. The top half consisted of the Bawu attacker. This was a super agile attack fighter, which consists of the torso, arms, and most importantly, the backpack, so this part has most of the firepower. In the future, we will see the sleeves add additional Vulcans to the attacker. The bottom half is called the Bawu Nutter. Nutter. As the attack functions as the pilot's main unit, the Nutter functioned as a drone that is controlled wirelessly by Minoski transmission. This unit also stores the missiles and can function as a turret. The sleeves will also modify the Nutter and add a cockpit to this half. Other weapons include a grenade launcher, beam sabers, beam rifle, a shield with 5 megaparticle cannons, and additionally, it has a balut system. Glimmy is trying to save Lena, not because he is nice, rather he wants to save her to get on Rue's good side. He sees action at the colony. The Indra is getting attacked. He goes to search for the hostage. As Judo fights Gazas, the cattle comes in and begins shooting. Rosara tries to tell them that they don't need to fear machines. The cattle is able to finish off the Gazas. Glimmy takes Lena back to the Mindra, and Judo is too late to save his sister. It turns out the Elder was actually grooming Sarasa and convincing her to leave for his own selfish reasons. The team finally makes their leave from the colony. Even with all of the action, Judo actually enjoyed his time in the colony. He says that maybe he can one day return with Lena. The Argama continues on its own journey. And that will do it for this episode. The colony of Moon Moon is quite a unique and interesting take on how civilization can evolve out in space. Also, I find it funny that after years of evolution, their culture started worshipping what is essentially abandonware. This will not be the last time we run into the Light Tribe. Soon, we will be diving into Mobile Suit Moon Gundam and return to the Forgotten Colony, but we will have to wait until we get to UC-0091 first. Next time, Gotten will try to rescue Kara from the Argama. The core top will be stolen, and Judo will be introduced to El People, Puru, El People. I'll figure it out before next video, along with her Qubli Mark II. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, in order for this episode to work, you have to ignore the fact that Moon colonists use a radio and thus technology to communicate with the Argama at the beginning of this arc. Did I just run it for you? My bad. Peace.